bitch, little nigga, stop lying. Talk that talk, my lemon, live my life. Talk that chicken and shrimp, cut in my rice. And this bitch come by me, I can make my wife. She won't do good sight, put me do some eyes. King cash got him so smart, put him on the fire. I'm in the car, yeah, lean, you can see him in the night. Papa man, that's why my jeans so tight. Trippin' on lanes, don't think you really want right. Cause I'm on my nose, you know my kind. If I see somebody white, ain't wasting my time. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Ride around town with a bad ass bitch. Then dang. All these niggas they got right now. They stay lying. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Ride around town with a bad ass bitch. Then dang. All these niggas they got right now. They stay lying. My bitch fine. You ain't lying, huh? My bitch bang, these niggas been bang. I'ma die keep bang. These hoes be bang, these niggas be bang, What's on the phone? Got a bitch in the line right now. Said she got money, Solid, I don't do solid, you know me, Go that side, I need it, no see. Falling on your hole like Kobe. Ducking on your hole like no beat. Down head like W. Fire roll, watch my no bleed. That way there. I'm in the day. Hand check. Sit in your hand. Take your bed. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Ride around town with a bad ass bitch. Then dang. All these niggas they got right now. They stay lying. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Ride around town with a bad ass bitch. Then dang. All these niggas they got right now. They stay lying.
Can't hear me at all. Okay. Crazy thing is that even the stream, even the phone call is actually playing in the background right now, and I'm trying to ensure everything is just kind of running properly.
Nigga, all these Popeyes wanna feature in the best way, tryna make way for the East, yeah. In the best way, had to charge these niggas all the fee. All these little fuck boys never keep 100, so I'm back in business just to teach ya. I'm with the big boys, what you really think these niggas pay for? Giving an invoice, need that paper quick cause I ain't play for. I'm addicted to balling, speaking about money checks, I'ma need it today cause the money be calling. Fuck it, I got it, be tripping like faucet. Nigga, approach me with caution. You might just slip it down in this bitch. All of you niggas is ballin'. This shit is not for beginners. I told you niggas from the start. Yeah. Guess you forgot. Yeah. Guess you forgot. Yeah. I'm going harder than I ever did. Now I'm thinking what that shit really might do. Have to make up for the fact that a nigga did bad up in high school. I took a L, took a loss like a boss, like a player and a spy too. And now I'm thinking property and anything to turn a nigga to a tycoon. And that shit the truth. Had to make more fire in the booth for these niggas, and now I'm packing up the juice. Enough to get more than niggas in the crew. With the sauce that they put up in the soup. They hit me up once or twice up in the week. I swear to God, I'ma have to check the dudes. Yeah, applying the pressure. I told you boys, nigga, I'm a legend. How you niggas all denying the lesson? I see you niggas, but denying confession. Yeah. They try to mess up. All the pieces are not good for the mesh up. Niggas sold on this bullshit, but they buying the fresh up. So I do not flinch, nigga. All these Popeyes wanna feature. In the best way, tryna make way for the East, yeah. In the best way, had to charge these niggas all a fee. All these little fuck boys never keep 100, so I'm back in business just to teach ya.
All right, we're back. Sorry for the technical issues, technical difficulties. We had some signal issues. Perks of living in South Africa, unfortunately. These are the things that you have to deal with. These are the perks that you kind of have to deal with. These are the downsides, I guess. But for now, I guess let's just kind of keep it pushing. Let's kind of keep it moving. Shout out to everybody first. Like I think that's one thing we have to just mention. Shout out to everybody who won, voted for the contestants. Two, shout out to the battlers also just for pitching in because yeah, I think as the whole week built out or just kind of came in, we noticed that yeah, it's been a mission for people who are actually coming in within the beat battle to just chop the sample and just flip the sample, you know. And as much as we take it lightly as like the producer homies, I really feel like that is pretty much a challenge. And even if the sample is straightforward, I think this was also like very tricky for a lot of producers, you know, to just kind of maneuver in a way. So big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to you. Now I think let's just get to the main battle. Let's just lock in and just go through each and every contestant's beats. And then I think, yeah, I'll let everybody just to let me know is that a bop or drop. But all that will just give us an idea on really who we're voting for. I think I'll just also hear from the homies during like the whole stream. But yeah, let's just lock in. As I've mentioned, we're going from the bottom to the top. And in this battle, I guess we're gonna be starting with Found Man. And let's go ahead with 2 votes. I'm assuming, let's see if we can actually sort by votes. Give me a moment. I bet this should be now fine. Cool, cool. Let's see. Step this way, now step this way, now step this way. I'm seeing that on the chat right now. Are we getting a whole not like us vibe? What are we saying? What are we saying with this? What are we saying with this whole beat? Is this a drop or a bop? Just let me know in the chat to be honest. I don't know, to be honest, when it comes to it. Like, this is pretty much my true sense. I think maybe the homies might have like a different output and input when it comes to this, or feedback when it comes to this. But from the mixing side of things, I think like a lot of things were kind of sounding so distorted. Maybe it might be me, maybe it might be like the headphones that I'm actually using. But I really felt like everything was just kind of clashing, everything was just fighting, in a way. But the groove was all good. Sample chop was just amazing. Um, Everything was just all proper in that aspect. So big ups to the man. Like big ups to, let me just check who's the man. Let's see. Um, Shout out to, let's do this quickly. I don't want to mess up bro's name. Just give me a moment. Fredo Jean, if that's your name. I might be butchering your name. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and just select the next one and hear what you think. Let me know how you feel about the previous beat that we've just played. Um, but for now, let's just lock in and see how everything goes. All right, cool. That was Sky Six with the Sombra. Um, how do you feel about that? Just let me know how you actually feel about that. That's Sky Six with this beat. So my input when it comes to this, to be honest, as I've said, this is a whole community thing. I want to hear from you. I just want to hear what's your input at the end of the day. But from my end, I guess one, maybe the 808 needed some tuning. That's what I've actually picked up when it comes to it. Like the 808 was a bit out of tune compared to how the sample was actually chopped. However, this is what I would actually say when it comes to the whole thing. Um, Great way of you making use of that sample. You actually pose like a great spot in a way. I think a lot of people kind of feel like maybe we should go to the middle of the whole sample just so that we can get something really interesting within a sample. But you just took like the middle or like the first part, the intro, which kind of has like the key things within it and just kind of played around with it. However, also another thing maybe I could add in when it comes to this is that maybe figure out how you can actually make those samples or make those chops that you've made like more interesting, whether it be playing around with like the filtering of it and just kind of making it sound your own or just kind of converting it into a pad. If you're using FL Studio, I think the cool way that you can actually do it is by taking that sample, going to um, Edison and just blurring out the sample, and then from there just kind of messing around with the frequencies and just figuring out how you can actually just play around with it. But more than anything, man, shout out to you, shout out to Scott Six. Um, he actually did the most when it comes to the sample, and I really like the bounce also when it comes to it. Big ups to you. Honestly, I would like to give you like a whole clapping soundboard, but I don't really have access to it, so my bad, my bad. But for now, let's go to the next contestant. Let's see who's actually on the next one. So I think his name is I Am Radiant. So let's just go ahead and listen to this. And yeah. Ish, ish, ish. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. Let me know what what you actually think about that. To be honest, like I feel like there's a lot of switches. There's a lot of twists and turns when it comes to that. To be honest, like I couldn't even keep up to a point where I'm like, okay, which what's the primary note at the end of the day? I think that's one of the main things that kind of confused me when it comes to this whole thing. This is me giving feedback. Um, so actually, this is pretty much the start of my feedback right now. One, switches. I feel like there's been a lot of switches when it comes to the beat. I think they could have been executed very well. But in retrospect, right now, like when thinking about the beat switches that have been there, I think there's quite a lot of them, which kind of makes it even difficult for me as a listener to just kind of follow through when it comes to the whole beat. And it's quite tricky for me to just listen to the whole thing. You know, one moment the key is in the specific point, and next thing it's on like another key in a way, which leads me to my next thing when it comes to it. I really feel like the bass also was not really tuned according to the way you actually sampled the whole thing, which makes it a bit difficult for the listener and maybe even the people who are actually listening to this right now to just even go through and listen to the whole thing. Um, but yeah, overall, I really feel indifferent when it comes to this, to be honest. Like, I feel no way, I guess. Um, but yeah, big ups to you, man. Big ups to you. Let me just double check who's the name. Rillian. I might be wrong. I might have pronounced your name badly. My bad. Let's just double check when it comes to that before I actually mess up your name, because I'm already on a streak of just messing up people's name. I feel like I'm actually keen. I'm on this episode of or Ray Lion. Ray. Okay, cool. It's Ray Leon or Ray Lions. My bad. I might be wrong when it comes to that. Cool. Let's lock into the next one. Let's just go ahead and let's see. Um, let's lock in. Alright. That was good. That was good. Now the battle's actually becoming more interesting, to be honest with you. I'm really messing with that. Like the moment I noticed there's a switch when it comes to like the whole sample, I literally just started paying attention to the whole thing. I was still kind of getting everything in order from my side. I was like, you know what, let me actually write notes and just kind of give feedback when it comes to that. To be honest, I really feel like this is actually one of the songs which could be top five. I might be wrong. Um, so maybe, yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this. Like, it's really good. It's really good, to be honest. Shout out to AZ, man. Shout out to AZ. Um, as I've said, I would really give you a round of applause, to be honest, when it comes to like the whole thing. Um, I really mess with this. I really mess with like the whole vibe when it comes to this. I think um, the Quellas would actually easily body this. Maybe that's my opinion. I might be wrong, but this is actually a really dope flip. To be honest, like the way you actually used the sample and flipped it is amazing. Big ups to you. Shout out to AZ14 when it comes to this, man. Big ups. Key. Yeah, next up, let's go ahead and listen to the next entrance. And we'll reorder everything just after this because I'm actually taking notes as we're actually going through like the whole thing. So let's go ahead and hear beats on track on crack, beats on nyaupe, beats on all that. I can't say all the other names because yeah, we have to be PG because of YouTube and Twitch. You know, we have to ensure everything is all good. Anyway, beats on crack. Let's lock in.
This is your
Okay, that was really interesting to be honest. I think yeah, the beginning of the sample, the way you actually went ahead was really interesting. Lost is actually correct when it comes to like the whole sample flip. Be honest, I was a bit confused for a moment. I was like, okay, cool, what's really happening? Only to figure out that Mans really just time stretched the whole thing and just ensure that it kind of goes with the groove that he wants it to go with, which is really cool. I think that's also another cool way of actually just showing like a different way of just sampling. You know, I really feel like that's the way you actually chop that sample is actually way better compared to um the previous ways or like the ways that we kind of traditionally even sample from our side, you know. That is really a cool thing. I think, yeah, big ups to Beats on Crack. Big ups to Beats on Crack. Now, personally, maybe I might be wrong. As I've said, this is up to you as the viewer that you can actually decide during the whole comments if you actually feel indifferent about my opinions. Is it above AZ14? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the sample chop is good, but sometimes less is more, to be honest. I think another thing which I might be a bit critical on is maybe the bass selection or sound selection that was taken when it comes to just making like the whole beat. The first half of that beat was a bit tricky, to be honest, but the second half you actually managed to make it really interesting, which I really like. But then again, it was cut off short because of the 1 minute time limit, which is unfortunate, sadly. But yeah, big ups to you, Beats on Crack. Shout out to you. Thank you also for being consistently within these beat battles. I think we as the producer homies can't really thank you enough because you're always within these beat battles. And shout out to you. Coco, let's go ahead and go to the next um, contestant and just ensure that we are still on time. So right now, I'm just gonna play by produced by Sega or Saga. But yeah, let's lock in. All right, that was Sega. That was Saga, produced by Saga. Um, I don't know what to say when it comes to this. Like, I might be super critical when it comes to it, to be honest. Um, that's hard. I'm not even gonna lie. That's hard. Like the lead is hard. But as I've said, this is me being super critical. I might be a hater. Maybe I might be a hater. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, like the way one, let's actually start with good things. Like let's start with good judgment or like good contributions when it comes to the whole thing. One, um, like the whole idea of just sampling like a small 4 bar loop or even a 2 bar loop is really cool, to be honest. I really mess with that. And also just not necessarily letting like the whole sample be like the main focal point. Also, I think that's really cool. I think with sample challenges also, maybe this is also one of the things that I kind of find frustrating with beat battles or sample challenges, specifically sample challenges. Um, we kind of get upset when it comes to just ensuring that we are playing like a specific part of a sample, or we just make the sample a focal point, and in some cases, it doesn't even have to be like that case, it doesn't really even have to be necessary for you to fully play in like a whole sample during like the whole stream or like the whole beat, you can kind of keep it in the background and just make it more interesting and just ensure everything is kind of covered by elements around it. I think I also covered that within the most recent video that we have on YouTube on how to make an alternative R&B sample, which was pretty much one of the beat battles that we had. I think, yeah, we actually had like a little sample challenge, which went with the whole thing. I think, yeah, if you want to check it out, go to YouTube, Producer Homies, you'll find the video. Everything is just there. Sorry for the plug, by the way. I mean, we're Producer Homies anyway. Fine. Now for the things which I'm kind of critical about when it comes to the whole thing. Um, I think, yeah, like drum selection also was my main thing when it comes to it, which kind of makes me rate it below even Beats on Crack. To be honest, I might be wrong when it comes to this, But yeah, this is me personally. When it comes to the whole thing, I think at the end of the stream, I'll also kind of get the gents also to pitch in on what I'm actually saying, and I'll give you the whole final listing and whole um, view on how many people or who are the people who I actually feel like a top three, top five, and the whole list, and I rearrange everything. But yeah, shout out to Sage, by the way. Shout out to Sage for pulling up. Shout out to you. Thank you for also submitting. Um, as I've mentioned, beat battles or sample challenges to be specific, I usually mention. So yeah, shout out to you. Next person we're actually playing, shout out to Found Man. I saw you sending messages. We're playing your beat just next. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So now it's your turn to shine with this one. Let's lock in. That's mean. Hold on, hold on. Let me keep it going. Sorry, my bad, my bad, my bad. Sheesh. Yar. Yar. I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest with you. Yo. I don't know what to say, dude. I'm out of words. I'm out of words. I really feel like this the 808, I was like, I mean, you could have used like a proper bass when it comes to it. But then again, yeah, that's me, as I've said. But the moment it switched up, like the switch up was going crazy, to be honest. Like I really messed with that, man. I mean, shout out to you. I can see that you're actually on the chat right now. Big ups to you for joining in. Big ups for you to just when it comes to just submitting this. Yeah, like I really hope that we get to see more of what you do, man. Like I'm really happy to hear most of the stuff that you're actually dropping. I think I'll probably even go through and listen to some of the stuff that you actually have, man. This is actually proper. To be honest, man. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Eli. All right, man. Let's actually see how everything goes. We have the last two or the top two, I guess, and then we'll just start structuring everything from our side, and then probably let you know how we actually feel about everything. But for now, let's go ahead with the man, the myth, the legend, the man who actually was part of the beat battle. I mean, the beat of the week video this week. Denzel, let's lock in. Yo, 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 yo. No, no, no way, no way, no way. Yo, yo, I'm out of words. I'm out of words. Denzel, you did it again. You did it again. You did it again. Yo, yo. To be honest, one thing I'll just say when it comes to the sample chop, it was literally just kind of sitting within everything that you actually composed, which is what I was actually speaking of earlier, like not letting the sample direct you, but at the end of the day, just ensuring that the sample is Somar just kind of going through like everything. But yeah, as you said, Found Man at the stream, we might as well just end the whole thing. You know, it's been a wrap. Like it's been a good one. You know, let's just kind of wrap this up. This is actually just amazing. This is fire. This is fire, to be honest. Like yeah, I might head up Mandem. I might head up the Mandem just to log in with them, to be honest. This is actually really good. This is really good. I think also, yeah, like everything is really quite mellow. I think maybe one of the things that I probably had in mind during like the whole thing as the beat started was that maybe, you know what, like it's been mellow, like the last beat battle, you were actually just also playing mellow beats. And right now, I just kind of want a different vibe, but nah, you proved me wrong. I still want the mellow beat dog. Pull up with them, do the most. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for pulling up on the stream. Also, thank you for being part of the beat battle. Thank you for being consistent when it comes to the beat battles. Now let's go ahead and play the number one beat and let's see how everything just pans out, to be honest, when it comes to the whole thing.
Lilo, I hear the big kid, dog.
Yeah. Yo. I might have to put like some ice cubes on my ears, gents. I'm out here getting heat. Yeah. Nah, this is too much. This is too much, gents. This is too much. Yeah. I don't know where to start, gents. This is actually like I really mess with the bounce. Also, I really mess with like the chop when it comes to the whole thing. I don't really want to just focus on the chop. I think I want to focus on the whole thing. And this was crazy. Like this was actually proper. Like I really messed with this. I don't really have anything to say about it. Like this, I think it was really a great bout, to be honest. And I do understand why it has that amount of votes, to be honest with you. But then again, yeah, like this, yo, Found Man, that pause, my guy, that's a bit sus. But yeah, like I really mess with this. I really messed with the whole thing, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, for now, what we'll do is we'll just kind of play beats for like a good 5 minutes, rearrange everything, and then come back to you with a whole setup of like our rankings from our side. You'll also let us know how you feel. Yeah, feel free to just post messages on the comments and let us know who's the top three on your side. Who do you feel like are the top five even? When it comes to the whole thing, you know. But yeah, everything actually, shout out to everybody. Actually, before we go, we go to this small break, I guess. Like, shout out to everybody when it comes to this whole thing who has pitched in and submitted their beats for this beat battle. And yeah, shout out to everybody who actually put in like the work when it comes to the whole thing. And yeah, I really don't have anything. I think yeah, the producer homies also would like to thank y'all guys when it comes to the whole thing, to be honest. So yeah, let's see how everything goes. We'll just play you a couple of beats and then just start doing like our rankings from our side and then um come back with like a final rating and everything just sorted out. Just for now, yeah, lock in. We'll just kind of keep you on some vibes and then just play you some beats.
Yeah, bitch, I'm gone, man, I pop that perk. Niggas really think it's funny games till I go berserk. I cannot be messing with these lames, I'm not regular. I ain't coming here to entertain, I'm on red alert. Yeah, I can't trust nobody. I got all these hoes on me, but I can't trust nobody. Yeah, I got so much pause on me, I only trust my Glocky. I know so much people like our friends, they tryna stop me. Yeah. So I cut them off. Niggas tryna be like me, but they really don't got the sauce. Tryna get my way up to the top, but bitch, I been a boss. If I have to, I'ma step up on these niggas, get my point across. I'm the shit, I can teach you niggas, I'm a party trainer. I'm legit, all I think about is getting money. And I be the best, I got me this high right now, and I can save you. Head with chest, me and my gang, we gon' do you boys a favor. I be getting bands, made a lot, I got 50 now. I got a lot of poles in my pants, I get 50 pounds. I got me a pole, 802 times a 50 round. Pull up on your block, we spinning back and gunning 50 down. Hop inside the whip, hop inside these yours, baby. My whip pick up autopilot, let's see where this year is take me. Stuck in trust these niggas, I've been clutching on my toolie lately. I cannot believe the way she set me up, I'm forgetting.
I don't know about you, nigga, I'm cool. Pull up with the I.O., nigga, that's smooth. Hey, me and my bitch cool, pull up on the visit too. Hey, she a bad bitch, they got Jimmy Choo. Ooh. I don't know about you, nigga, I'm cool. Pull up with the I.O., nigga, that's smooth. Hey, me and my bitch cool, pull up on the visit too. Hey, she a bad bitch, they got Jimmy Choo. Ooh. Pantene, straight up at the canteen. All you pussy niggas know you ain't even past me. Man, the floor's hitting cocaine in the backseat. How I hit it, ask me. How I hit it, ask me.
Bad bitch coming through with the Jimmy Choos. Switched up fuck with the crew, you ain't got the shoes. Hoes steady tryna copy, they ain't got the tools. If a man say I'm a hottie, tell me something new. Tell me something new, baby, meet me at the cool. Gon' do it in the loop, I'ma let you shoot the hoop. I'ma leave the bush, I know he gon' wanna look. Bitch, I'm bad like a creep, so let me show you something new.
I don't know about you, nigga, I'm cool. Pull up with the I.O., nigga, that's smooth. Hey, me and my bitch cool, pull up on the visit too. Hey, she a bad bitch, they got Jimmy Choo. Ooh. I don't know about you, nigga, I'm cool. Pull up with the I.O., nigga, that's smooth. Hey, me and my bitch cool, pull up on the visit too. Hey, she a bad bitch, they got Jimmy Choo. Ooh.
Tell me something new, baby, meet me at the coop. We gon' do it in the loop, I'ma let you. Tell me something new, baby, meet me at the coop. We gon' do it in the loop, I'ma let you. Tell me something new, baby, meet me at the coop. We gon' do it in the loop, I'ma let you. Tell me something new, baby, meet me at the coop. We gon' do it in the loop, I'ma let you.
Anthony, you're better than this.
Leave a nigga wet. Grab it out the shelf.
How did it ever get so wrong? Crying in the small of a Washington floor. And niggas don't know where I'm from. Don't know how I got it, but I'm all alone. And I be waking up feeling as lonely as I was before. But no, I can't stick around for long. Tell my mom, 'cause I know she wants me so now. Swear I never done this thing before. Thinking how I get and then I ask for more. Everything time is all I'm asking for. Put my feet and hurry out the door. I never asked to be driven away in a foreign car. 'Cause it used to take me just as long. And now I gotta sleep with the lights still on now.
Au party it, another, yelele, oh no 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 no. The city, au party it, another, yelele, oh no 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 no. Ah, young, au party it, another, yelele, oh no 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 no. The city, au party it, another, yelele, oh no 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 no. phakathi nesini awubheke ukuthi lana sasibini sasithi sithi hayibo wathi ngizwe phakathi uthini ngiyafunga phakathi nesini izola ngidlali ephethe nemini abheke ngono ngokuthi ngiyafunga phakathi nesini awubheke ukuthi lana sasibini ephethe nemini.
We back. All right, let's actually just pause this and then we'll get back to this. Give me a moment so that I can just mute everything on my side. All right, we back now. All right, first off, I think it's better to say one, thank you for everybody who actually pitched in. Shout out to everybody who submitted their beats. We heard a lot of fire. We heard a lot of beats which could be improved. Also, one of the things that I've actually picked up is that I am also having a different opinion compared to the producer homies. So some of the things which I might have suggested might be quite different, so we actually restructured everything in a way. So I will give you a final rating or final ranking when it comes to the whole thing, man. But as I've said, thank you for everybody who's actually pitched into this beat battle in a way. So you could have been anywhere around South Africa. You could have been anywhere around the world, to be honest, because we all over the world right now, brother. But you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. You're here, you locked in, you're watching the stream, or you're viewing the stream wherever you are. Even for the people who are actually going to be watching this on YouTube, you could have been anywhere in the world or doing whatever you're doing, but you're here with us. You locked in, and shout out to you. But more than anything, as I've said, I will be sharing the final top 10 or the way we've actually been structured it. And this is the final ratings, or this is pretty much the final ranking from the producer homies on how we actually feel about the whole thing. Just to remind you also, when it comes to the prizes on this beat battle, because this is also something which is really, really good. Prizes include Frostbite 2, which is valued at $60 in as like the first place, and you get a full sample pack also from the producer homies. Second place, you'll be getting also a sample pack, or loop kit rather, loop kit, which is from the producer homies with 10 loops. And third place, we'll be getting a loop kit from the producer homies with 5 loops within it. So big shout out to everybody who's pitched in, big shout out to everybody who's actually part of the stream right now. So yeah, you could have been anywhere around the world, as I've said. I've said that so many homies, so many times. And you're right, we are international homies. We should change that to, you are now tuned into the international producer homies, but yeah, now here's the final ranking from our side. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a young drum roll, So this is the final ranking. Congrats to Denzel for winning this beat battle. Shout out to you. We'll be hitting you up when it comes to the prizes and all the information just regarding that. Or just hit us up on Instagram. We'll actually just respond to you. The sooner we can actually get to your message with all the prizes. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who actually pitched in. And yeah, I'll just give you the final rankings when it comes to the whole thing. As you can see, let me actually zoom in because I don't think everything is appearing properly. But as you can see, top 10 includes, top 5 includes Denzel at number 1, Lilo at 2, Eli Choose with dope tunes, Eli the GOAT. Also AZ14 at number 4 and Beats on Crack at number 5. If you're at the bottom or if you're below that, please do not feel disencouraged when it comes to the samples. It might have been difficult, we might be having different views, we might have different opinions, to be honest. But overall, this is just another, it's pretty much like a sidestep, to be honest. Don't let this be a downer, a David Downer. Don't really look at this in a manner that will discourage you. You know, there's so many beat battles that we'll host, so many prizes that we'll actually have, and so many people who will actually feature within this whole thing. So big shout out to everybody who's actually joined in. And again, shout out to Denzel. I really feel like he actually came in when it comes to this. And you might get even hit up by your boy, you know, so we can lock in. To be honest, I really mess with your work. But yeah, shout out to everybody. And we'll just run through a couple of songs and then just call it a wrap when it comes to the stream. But anyway, shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Shout out to everybody who's locked into the stream. And thank you very much. We'll catch you next week, hopefully, same time, 6 p.m. actually, with hopefully no technical difficulties and maybe some solutions behind that, to be honest. But from me to you, all love. I'm Katlaho, and this is the producer homies. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.